I never really thought I would be making a video about a situation on another person that I quite frankly didn't know that well, but definitely have seen people talking about them, and I have seen him in videos, and you lot probably know about the situation more than I do. It has recently come to my attention that the YouTuber by the name of Sponker has been publicly exposed and also just being made videos of, accused, and not only accused but also literally exposed for being a predator or a pedophile. And I'm gonna be touching upon his situation, and I'm also gonna be touching upon like how I think like this entire situation that honestly the PvP community is far too familiar with. His situation, like, it is your standard situation, you know, him being 18 and trying to groom a underage girl, which is obviously awful. That's not what I'm trying to say, that it's not awful, because it obviously is. But what I'm trying to say is that this entire like behavior of content creators of doing this has become far too normalized now. It is honestly insane how this is not even a surprise anymore. The fact that I even had the slightest assumptions that when I saw this happening, or when I saw the video come out and everything of Spunker being exposed, it wasn't like a big deal, because we've seen this so much in this community now, to the point where it's become so normalized that no one really gives a shit anymore, which is absolutely insane to me that I even had that fucking assumption about this entire situation, which is obviously awful. Again, I'm just gonna try and reiterate myself as clear as possible. I'm not saying that this situation isn't awful, because it 100,000% is absolutely detrimental to the person that was a victim to this case. Obviously, I'm not trying to like sit here and joke about it, you know. I'm saying that this type of shit bothers me a lot because no one really gives a shit, man. Like, it's kind of, no one really talks about it, you know. No one really goes into depth about it, like talks about how really fucked up this entire community really is, and how and why do especially the Minecraft community, out of all communities, attract so many of these type of people like Spunker, like absolutely deranged people that are so absolutely desperate to gain any sort of female attraction at all, to the point where they would literally go ahead and groom a minor to get satisfied. It is baffling to me. One comparison that I could make is that if this happened in like, let's say 2014, 2015 or something, when Minecraft was like at its peak almost, this would have made literal headlines and been one of the craziest news to ever happen for like years to come. It would have been absolutely crazy to hear this. So the fact that now it is seen as like, oh, okay, yeah, he's a kid lover, like, okay, that to me, the fact that we are so like used to it now and no one really talks about it after that is literally unheard of for me at this point. Like, it's absolutely crazy. I don't know, I'm not trying to blame anyone, obviously this is no one's fault, but let's say you're a viewer of a content creator, right? And I'm just gonna like maybe I guess like try and warn people that are like I guess really parasocial with a content creator and whatnot, right? This really goes to anyone, I'm gonna be honest, content creator or not, but there are normally content creators that do get put on blast for this type of shit, right? You should never be so parasocial with them to the point where you become so fucking like, I don't know, close with each other to the point where it becomes intimate. As soon as it becomes intimate, that's where it should end. That's where it should end, with no questions asked at all. It shouldn't even be a question at all, because this type of person is not built to be on the internet and should not be trusted around, especially young people, especially around the Minecraft community, right? Because this community has a really young and impressionable audience. So having this type of person, content creator or not, they are literally a dangerous person and should be locked up. If not, if you can, let someone with actual higher authority know about this person and try and get this sorted out by some people that can actually make shit happen. I have been in the PvP community now since like 2013 or something. I wasn't like too invested in like the practice community, because that's usually where I've heard a lot of these people come from. Like for example, the very first instance of me hearing about like an actual like predator, I suppose, not the first, but it was like around this time when they were like starting to get, I know it sounds crazy, but like literally normalized, was around when Avery got exposed. And I'm pretty sure if you are a pop PvP player, then you may have heard of Avery and what happened to him. Well, essentially Avery was a pop PvP player and who was friends with a whole lot of other content creators within the pop PvP genre. When he got exposed for being a predator, you know, it was absolutely insane. It was something that a lot of people, including myself, I was actually on the brink of literally quitting this entire community, because I just didn't want to be associated with a community that had people like Avery in it. And now it is so normalized that you kind of are fucking forced to be in a community where these type of people are. So it's nothing short of absolutely disgusting on how these people actually can live with themselves. Also knowing the fact that they probably don't even get any fucking consequences at all, which is even more disgusting to me, because considering the fact that they have done something like this this so traumatizing to someone and also getting away with it. That's even more disgusting to me. I don't know what is more disgusting to me, the fact that they are getting away with it or the fact that they are actually doing this to other people. What's also really disgusting is that they didn't think that this was at all wrong at all. That's the thing. These people are so, their brains are so rotted and so, they are such in a deluded space. They're so delusional that they genuinely think grooming a 14-year-old girl or younger is genuinely okay. And they think that this is, oh yeah, this is what I need. Like, this is what I need to fuel my sexual needs, if you will. It is absolutely fucking insane how these people's minds work. The thing is with pedophilia, right? It is genuinely a disorder. It's something wrong in your brain. Like, there's something wrong, like physically and mentally wrong with you if you are pedophilic. That's the thing. That's what a lot of people don't really realize with these people. It's a disorder. Like, it's pedophilic disorder. Like, when you, like, let's say you're addicted to something, right? Addicted to maybe smoking a cigarette, right? Whenever a pedophilic person genuinely thinks by them going up to a little kid and doing what they do, right? They think, yeah, this is what I need. No, not what I want, but what I need. That's what's more fucked up about this entire thing. It's a disorder that these people, some of them actually do get help. They actually go get therapy and everything like that. Yeah, it's a real thing. These people genuinely need so much help. By all means, am I not feeling bad for these people at all? Of course not. That's not what I'm saying. These people, that there's literally physically and mentally something wrong, psychologically wrong with these people that a lot of people don't really touch upon. I can have an example here. For example, this is not really psychological. It's more as if like cultural, can be psychological too. I'm not too sure. We have Dehamed, who didn't see anything wrong with what he was doing. He was trying to groom fucking 13-year-olds. I'm not even sure how young they were, but they were young. Okay, like, he's a pedophile. But in his culture and in his country, there is no age of consent at all. So he thought that it was fine to get with a 14-year-old girl. You want to guess how old he was? He is older than me, and I am 20 years old. He is 23 years old. And he was grooming, oh bro, it pisses me off, man. He was grooming 14-year-olds, bro. And no one cares. It's absolutely insane how these people think and how the community thinks, bro. No one fucking cares anymore. It's fucking disgusting. It's mind-boggling to me that these people genuinely still have a platform to be on. YouTube as a whole is literally one of the most rewarding, it is literally one of the most fortunate jobs you can ever have in your life. You can literally make money so easily. You make money more than lawyers, than doctors. You don't even need a fucking degree and you can make so much money, and these people still have a platform. That's what I'm saying. These people still, they don't get the consequences. They don't get, most of them don't even go to jail. They don't get put in prison where they should fucking be, where they belong. Like, these fucking kid-dwelling, fucking brain-rotting pieces of they don't get the consequences. It's very rare that people take action on these people. These people constantly try to fuel their sexual needs all the time. It's disgusting. I don't know how some of these people genuinely have a brain. It doesn't make sense, bro. What's my point with this entire video, and why did I talk about Sponker in the first place? Because he was the most recent one that got exposed, and he actually has an audience, okay? And as a person with a little bit of a larger audience than Sponker, considering he had 44k, Sponker, get fucked. This is the only time I'm gonna be flexing subs, okay? Allow it. But as a person with a bit of a larger audience than Sponker, I'm actually gonna sit here and talk about it. I'm literally gonna like amp myself up to be this angry while recording, because this shit is pissing me off, because no one is talking about it more than one person, bro. It should be like a fucking thing now. Like, we should like get together, you know, as a fucking community and like talk about it, man. Like, it should be a thing. When this is brought to light, people should like do something. Something must be done. It has to be, something has to be done, bro. To see these people still roam around the earth with freedom, if you will, he has freedom still. That's what's crazy to me. He has freedom to do whatever he wants, and he is roaming around the earth. He can work, you know, he can have a noble job, he can get a wife and kids, bro. Yeah, I don't know, man. It surprises me that this is not talked about more. It's absolutely insane, bro. Well, that's pretty much the video. Subscribe, like, bye.